What's up, friends of the good mood? It's Manni, and welcome to the next battle comparison here. The Minos Titan versus the Arthur. Alright, with his physical shield. Shotguns now, machine guns afterwards, lasers after that, and then rockets against the Arthur shield. The rockets could be fun. And I tell you, we're not losing all the battles, but we're losing some, we're winning some. And I'm not gonna give away which ones those are. But first, let's try and beat that Arthur shield with the Minos shotguns here against the shotguns on the Arthur. And you can already see we barely stand a chance. The only damage we've done so far was the damage that we did before he brought up his shield. Ryder, again, thanks for doing these one-on-one tests. Just trying to figure out how good is the Minos Titan here. We're coming in again trying to do immense amounts of damage, even with the Reflector, or it's Reflector, yeah, that's the name. Even with the Reflector, we barely stand a chance against this Arthur. So yeah, and now there's like, this is another illness that the Minos has. Somehow this thing loses its weapons way faster than any other Titan ever. I have never seen a Titan losing its weapons as fast as the Minos does. So overall, yeah, no chance really against this Arthur, not with this shield and and with these weapons. However, I'm telling you, we're gonna win some too. So which ones are the ones we're gonna win? Let's find out, right? And I'm trying to, I don't know, apply some strategy here, but there's just nothing I can do. This Arthur's just beating me. The only one who can really defeat the Arthur relatively well is the Ao Ming when he flies above the Arthur and shoots above his shield, right? And this, by the way, is a preview of the second match. We're checking these different weapons now, and this is what you get afterwards. A simple, regular, just multiplayer match with all those new items on the test server and the Minos Titan too. So stay tuned even after the damage comparison. Right now, we see the second match taking place. It's the version with machine guns. And if you like the content, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, and get notified with the notification bell, right? So you see all the upcoming videos too. We're going to have a giveaway sometime soon. I'm hoping to make it a big one with Halloween stuff, right? But yeah, so that's this. And the machine guns are very effective at breaking the Arthur shield. And somehow, you see, we've done much more damage to him than he did to us. And that's interesting. He probably didn't have the shield up immediately, but then again, like, why are we scoring so well always when we put machine guns on this? If you haven't yet seen the first video, in the top right corner, I put the Arthur, the Ao Ming versus the Minos. In the top right is the video, and also, you'll see that even there, the machine guns did incredibly well, right? The machine guns somehow do the best on the Minos. Even the Arthur somehow isn't winning so easily right now against those machine guns. I'm reloading, and I'm only encountering him when I have my the Reflector ability ready. It adds more resistance and reflects damage back. You see, already he lost his shield. We're even running into him, doing added damage with a charge ability, and taking some shockwave damage in return. And again, we lost all weapons. Look, we have the same amount of health as before, and we lost all weapons except one. The Minos is broken. Seriously, something is wrong with this thing. The Titan, it just loses its weapons all the time. More than any other Titan ever does. And, but yeah, we won against the Arthur with the machine guns, which is just hilarious, because it breaks the shields faster at a range. So he's firing back at us, not hitting as accurately, but we're still already hitting accurately his shield, breaking it in the process. And when we go and brawl in for the final fight, then his shield is going to be low on health, pretty much. And this is how my explanation of how I think we won this, right? Let's go with the Cyclone and Cataclysm combination here. I hope you guys like these gameplay, you know, comparisons, these tests. I think it's very interesting to see how things do in a one-on-one, one-on-one situation, to find out what's better in regards to new content. We're doing some damage here because he didn't yet have his shield up, but now the shield is down, and from this moment on, I will no longer deal damage to him. No matter what I do, I just can't deal damage to that thing. This physical shield is gonna take damage forever. It's insane. But yeah, so let's just try and do our best. I'm gonna try and make him lose his lock on, but our friend Ryder here, who did these one-on-ones with me, he's not a bad pilot, and he kept his lock on, right? I'm opening the Reflector here, then I'm running into him, trying to bypass him really quickly, making a quick movement change. I'm losing my lock on because I got stuck on him for a second. and he kept his, unfortunately. But you see, even if I didn't lose my lock-on, there's no chance. I wouldn't do any damage to him. The shield is still there. So, no chance. Lasers versus the Arthur, forget it. Those lasers are really bad at breaking shields, so you're never gonna win against the Arthur with the Minos when you're both running lasers. However, and that's the one big constant we seem to find here, is that I'm using the Reflector again, is that the machine guns are just incredibly good. The machine guns are really good. Even on the Minos versus Ming we did in the recent video episode, again, the video is in the top right, even there, the machine guns would just do the best. And so I guess I could suggest you guys all to run the machine guns on the Minos because it's just doing better than any other weapon. And since you have this quick charge, you never have an issue with getting in range. So you have this sniping, gendarme, Ming sniping from 600 meters. You use one charge and you are in 500 and you can shoot back with the machine guns. So there's no reason not to use them pretty much, right? So here we're running the last setup in this comparison before we jump into the public multiplayer where I shown you the preview. You see, this is kind of easy mode against the Arthur because the Arthur shield doesn't work, so I can just have some fun with him right there. Every time I fight him, I open the Reflector, I can dash left and right, dodge his rocket salvos with the charge ability, and at the same time, I'm bypassing his entire shield there, no problem. And to show you and prove to you guys that the Reflector actually reflects damage back, wow, I can't believe it. I'm not the only one, the first one to lose weapons this time, because I'm still good on health. We're gonna use this Reflector, see how much damage we do with the charge, see that? It's actually pretty okay. It's not as much as the blast wave from the Arthur, but it's still some okay damage. And now we're activating the Reflector and take a look at this. He's gonna kill himself now. Boom. And down the Reflector killed him. See that? I purposely stopped firing at him knowing he would kill himself when he fires into the Reflector. But here's some important thing. Somebody in the comments said, well, in the recent video with the Ming versus the Minos, they said, well, of course the Ming lost here because he was firing into the Reflector. He should not have fired. He should have stopped firing until the Reflector was gone. No, if he had stopped firing until the Reflector was gone, he would have lost his Titan without dealing any damage, because with the Minos and the charge ability, I was always able to activate Resistor, fight him, and when the Resistor or Reflector ended, I just run around the corner and I'm back in safety. So there would never have been a situation for him to even do damage in the first place if he really had avoided firing at the Reflector all the time. And we also found out that despite the Reflector, the Ming would still do almost the same amount of damage to us as we do to him. So it wasn't really, he did the right thing firing at that Reflector. It was the only thing he could do at this point. So sorry for those who said that he shouldn't fire into the Reflector. Sorry guys, you're wrong. That was his only choice and it is the right thing to do in this case. If I only fight him with Reflector, well, he wouldn't do any damage otherwise if he wouldn't fight, right? So we have an enemy Hawk coming in, and right now I'm just enjoying that those Sonic Blast shotguns right here, and I'm going for him now that he lands. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I even turned the beacon white before I jumped. It's like such a nice play right there. And uh-ohs. We have that guy, but he dropped his shield, which makes it easy for me to kill him. Absolutely not a biggie. Getting the volume a little bit quieter on the music now. I like to do the calling song in these test gameplays, in these one-on-one things. It's like a really nice arena type video, music, whatever. So, Chun is gonna land eventually. I'm gonna be ready for him. There we go. Hello, Chun. And boom, boom, boom. Oh, he phase shifts instantly. Uh-oh. There's a Kid Titan next to us, and we are both in his range, and he did not notice that we are here. If he had noticed us, he would have used his stuff ability, and we would have taken a lot of damage there. But this Kid Titan didn't notice. Cool. And in a few seconds, I'm jumping into my Minos, and I'm coming in from behind, and I'm just doing a lot of damage to these guys. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe we should increase the sound volume. Let's go for the Hawk right there when he lands. Here we go. Hello, Hawky boy. I love this song, man. Woo! Oh man, I got absolutely destroyed right there. Okay, so is this the moment we jump into the... Yep, it is. So, welcome to the Minos world, alright? We already have some enemy titans there in the enemy team. And I have my machine guns on it. As we have learned, somehow the machine guns do best on this thing. So that's what I'm running. I'm running the machine guns all the time now. And I think I would actually suggest running this. This is the best setup in my opinion. The rocket launches are not bad either. So, running the rockets could be useful too, but I think most of all those machine guns are incredibly good. But if you encounter tons of Arthurs, in that case the machine guns would probably, be more useful. But then again, you want to rush. This is a rushing robot. You don't want to stand all the way back there, send a couple of rockets and reload them forever before you do something again. You want to fire all the time and you want to brawl with this thing, because that's its strength, right? With the Reflector. Yeah, so I guess our brawling weapons like these machine guns are best. So let's have some fun with those our chuns up there, shall we? Here we go. I can't hit them up there with the with the charge ability, but I can do a ton of damage to them with the machine guns from here. Look at this. Look how fast he loses his health. It's insane. And he even tries to, he's trying to walk away from me. He actually goes and fights the other two titans rather than further getting exposed to my firepower from behind. So that was funny. Wow. Gamer of War just instantly lost all his health. Okay, that's a Scorpion right here. We're running into him, doing some added damage with the running. And he teleports away. He wants no part of this. He rather goes away and fights something else, man, before he goes into this battle with the full Minos Titan here. Woo! Yeah, that's right. So there's another Minos, but we're running out of ammo now. We have to reload, unfortunately. But we're gonna fire before he dies. Nice. Alright. So let's see how much damage we've done in this match, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess I'm gonna wrap the video episode up right here. There is gonna be different video episodes. This one was Arthur versus Minos. As we said, in the top right is already Ao Ming versus Minos, and all the others, Kit versus Minos and Nodens versus Minos, will also be in the top right when they're being released, or I will release those videos in any case. So hopefully you had some fun watching. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Manni signing off. Bye bye.